Hey guys, this evening I'm going to be doing a little bluegill fishing in a little lake just outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm out here with my family on vacation, and my plan tonight is to catch as many bluegill as possible. One, mostly because I need some bait for the 6th Street dam fishing trip that I'm going to be going on, but also I'm hoping to catch my limit with the limited time that I got left out here tonight, and some of that fish is going to go toward a little fish fry. I'm going to be doing all this with a Berkley Gulp floating trout worm. Never used these things before, but I think they're going to be killer for bluegill. Let's see what happens.
Well, I am ready for this.
I'm going to be working with a 2-jig setup. I got two 1/64 ounce jig heads with a couple of them worms on there. I think this is going to be absolute dynamite, and I'm going to be working around this patch of lily pads right here. They pretty much go around, I'd say, the majority of the lake, at least half of it. And I think the bluegill are going to be all stacked up in here. Kind of got a really good feeling. Boom! Oh, that was a bite right there, guys. Felt them running with it. If I'm having trouble hooking them up, like they're just going after the tails, I may just cut that worm in half and see what it does. I think that could also work. We'll see what we're doing with the full worm here. Got a lot of grass and moss here too, so this could be interesting how difficult it is to work around this stuff.
Hey dude, are you a YouTuber?
Yep!
What's your YouTube?
It's called Show Me the Hogs. Hogs is spelled H-A-W-G-S.
Okay. I'll subscribe to you.
Cool, man, thanks. Some kid just subscribed to me right out there on the bank. That's pretty funny. I always get a kick out of that.
How cool is that?
There's a fish. There we go. Fish, guys. Fish number one. Ooh, going up under the boat. Not sure if he's very smart or very dumb. We got ourselves, ooh, decent bluegill. Okay. Pale looking guy, but I think he's gonna work just fine for bait. So we'll throw him back in the bucket back here. But he did bite my lead worm in half. Actually, not even in half, like 3/4 of that worm. Oh boy. So far it would be apparent that these things are not very durable. But hey, if they're gonna catch me a fish, I ain't gonna complain. There's a fish. All right. Oh yeah, he's putting up a good fight too. All right, got ourselves a bait-sized bluegill for show. You are going in the bucket there, but oh my gosh, you guys!
You let him go.
I should have been doing that over the bow of my boat and not off to the side. What an idiot! And now we're back down to one bluegill in the bucket instead of two because somebody had a total brain fart. There's a fish. All right, guys, we got our third fish. Hopefully second in the bucket. My goodness, this thing's putting up a fight. I think it's getting buried in that grass. Make it a little more difficult. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, that is a very nice bluegill. All right, let's unhook this guy over my boat here. Better chance of it actually going in the bucket when I do that. Well, check that one out, guys. Beauty. And he's gonna be beautiful on the end of a circle hook going out for some catfish. Well, so far, getting text messages. So far, these worms are producing. This grass is kind of annoying, but that's where the fish are, so that's where we got to put these baits. In the interest of saving myself some bait, I'm going to pinch these guys in half and then put that on the hook. If they're going to be biting off like half a worm at a time, I might as well just put a half a worm on there and go with that, because I mean, that's basically what I do with real worms, you know, night crawlers. I'm just going to pinch a little bit off and, you know, thread that onto the hook. Might as well just do it with these fake ones. Now we got some sparsely populated vegetation over here. Still like the look of this. It looks pretty freaking sweet. I think there are going to be some gills back here for show. What I'm doing with this ultralight rod, oh, there's a fish on there. He's messing with, oh, I missed him. So what I'm doing with this ultralight rod, casting it out. I got 4-pound test on here. Ooh, that was a little too close to that vegetation. That was a bad cast right there. But I'm casting it out and then I'll let it sink at least close to the bottom, and then I'll just jiggle the rod like this on its way back. Whoops, something's on it again. Let's see if I can get him next to the boat. Oh, yep, got him. Oh yeah, we got another gill. Okay, all right. Oh, Dad, come on. Oh, how many fish are gonna pop off this daggum rig right here? I'm gonna loosen up my drag a little bit. That was, oh my gosh, that was awful. I didn't even flip my bail open, and now look, I'm all out of sorts, guys. Now I've got a huge mess on the end of my rod. Bum and what an idiot.
Nice execution.
You're doing terrific.
All right, I'm back in business. Goodness, this is just killing me. I think the drag was just set too tight, and I'm just ripping the hook right out of their mouth. So my drag is now a little bit looser. Let's see if that helps us out a little bit. Yeah, like I was saying, this ultralight rod, it's a 5.5 foot Field and Stream Tango rod. It's not very expensive, probably one of the cheaper ultralights, but I think I bought this for like 35 bucks at Dick's Sporting Goods because I needed an ultralight rod on the spot, and it was the one that I could find that wasn't terribly expensive. For 35 bucks, it's a really nice rod. I'm pretty happy with it. It's the second Field and Stream ultralight rod I've owned, and both of them have been wonderful rods. My first Field and Stream, oh my gosh, more business text messages it sounds like. But my first Field and Stream ultralight rod that I had, I lent to my son. There's a fish, and we were messing around at the park, and he just left it lying there on the bank, and we left without. Oh yeah, that is a nice gill right there. Anyway, we left the park, and I didn't realize my son had just like left it there lying on the bank, and someone ended up running off with it, went back for it, and it was gone. But look at that, man, that is a beautiful gill. Yeah, and so this Field and Stream rod, I think I've had this for, oh, I don't know, maybe about, I think I bought this late last year. Did some trout fishing with it, and it worked pretty darn well. Well, I think we found them, boys. There are some fish down here. So let's go ahead and just hammer away. Oh yeah, there's another one. Oh man, these fish are so freaking fun. Love it. I just never get tired of bluegill fishing. Maybe they're not everyone's favorite fish, but man, I can't get enough of these guys. It's just, whoa, oh, guys, I just can't. I can't with myself tonight.
Butterfingers.
Man, it doesn't, okay, so let you guys know, I really try to put my authentic self, see, I can't even talk straight, authentic self out there, because I don't know, I just feel like anytime, like especially when I was younger and I'd try to be impressing girls and stuff, I would try to be someone that I was not. And I think there have been times when in my YouTube journey where I've tried to do something to just, that was just outside of who I am. Like, I'm not a bombastic type person who does all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm pretty conservative about how I go about things. I don't take humongous risks, although some of the risks I do take, I'll take some risks for some big fish. But I don't go out there and do all kinds of crazy stuff because it's just not who I am. Yeah, like I said, I try to put my authentic self out there, and right now I'm going to be putting all these gaffes into this video because that's just fishing. That's just life, Oh, there's another one. I mean, there are some days where I go out and it's just like boom, one after another. I cannot do wrong. It's an A+ effort. It's an A+ result. But sometimes it is just like you have just got to grind. And sometimes that grind results in some big fish, and other days it's just like, you know what? The fish are winning this day. All right, we got one. I'm just gonna jiggle it. There's one messing around down there. I'm just gonna leave that jig under the boat right here. See if he comes back for it. Oh, he's on it. Got him. Yep, got him. I knew you were down there, Mr. Fish. Oh man, he is a fighter. Yes, sir. Abso-freaking-lutely. That is a nice fish. Oh my goodness, that is a really nice fish. Look at that right there. All right, this is all the picture that you guys are gonna get of him, because the last time I was messing around, that fish went back home. Love it, love it. I think that I'm losing track actually. I don't know how many I have in the bucket. I think I got at least 4, maybe 5. See, I'm losing track because of all the fish that I've hooked and they've spit the hook, or I've actually brought them into the boat and they count toward my overall catch count, but my take-home count, I'm starting to lose track, guys. I think I might be suffering from early signs of dementia or something, because I just can't remember crap. That, or I just could be not very good at math.
Probably both.
There's another one. Okay, what do we got? All right, smaller gill, but I think it's still going to work for our bait purposes. That last one probably end up on the end up in the frying pan, but this guy, he'll work just fine for some catfish, because where I'm going, there are some monster, and I mean monster flathead. Try out in the middle here, out away from the lily pads and grass. I think there's still some grass out there, but I don't think it's quite as thick as the stuff that I'm in right now. Oh yeah, there's down there. Got him. There's a fish. All right, so the gamble pays off. Oh man, this is a really nice fish, whatever it is. Okay, I think it's a gill the way I feel it kicking. Oh, but he got off. Oh no, he's still on there. He's just wrapped up in that grass. Okay, got ourselves a little gill right here. Hey, Mr. Fish. Oh, what's going on? You made a huge mess here. You've made a huge mess, but I got you pretty well hooked. That's good for me, because you're going in the bucket. You're definitely going to be some bait. Cool. All right, let's get him in the bucket back here. Oh, there's a fish. All right, I felt him hit and then nothing. But he must have just been sitting down there, I guess. All right, let's see what we got. All right, I think it's a bluegill. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, decent one. And there we go, bluegill number who knows what. Throw you back here. Well, they are getting fired up. Let's see how many gills we got, because Michigan limit's 25. I got 6 or 7. I got 6 or 7 back there. Oh my, that was really close to getting hung up on them pads. There's a fish. All right. Yep, little gill. That's bait worthy. All right, another gill for the count. Oh my God. I mean, you cannot be.
Today, Junior.
The words are escaping me, ladies and gents. I cannot with myself tonight. I mean, I'm catching fish, but I'm letting them go. This is unbelievable. I'd be at least 2/3 of the way toward my limit, but no. That would be too easy. I gotta catch fish. So basically, I gotta catch more than my limit, because I've let at least 3 fish go now. Because I just butterfingers. All I can do is just make fun of myself. And y'all can make fun of me too. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I'm in the Army. I got thick skin. You can insult me all day long. I've been called worse things, guarantee it. There's fish. Yep. Thought I got it wrapped up around that. Ooh, hey, yes sir. That is a nice gill right there. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna get a really good grip on them and throw them back here in the bucket. Oh man, now every time I throw one of their brethren back there, they just get all riled up. Once again, I'm just gonna pinch off a little bit of this worm and roll with that. It seems to be working very well. You know, really, I like to have a little bit of a tail on the jig, but you don't even need that tail. I think for at least 15 minutes I was working with, I think the forward jig was I only had like a little bit of a nub up there on the shank, and that thing was still catching fish. So we're gonna rock with a little bit of a tail, because I don't know, I just feel like that works best. There's a fish. Got him. Thread the needle on them lily pads, and we got ourselves a fish. Love it. Oh yeah, pretty good bluegill. Oh yeah. All right, let's check this guy out. All right, there we go, pretty gill. Let's let him go inside the bucket. Not let him go inside the lake. Worked way too hard for that. Well, I think we got something on the drop here. Yep. That was awesome. Right on the drop. I dropped it right on his head, and he went for it. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, this is going to be a good fish right here. Yep, he's staying down pretty good. It tells me he's a fighter and a very nice bluegill. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful bluegill. Look at that orange chest right there. I love these colors on these fish. You have the orange to almost like burnt orange, like reddish orange breast right there. Bluegill are some pretty fish. Oh my gosh, what was that? That is some baloney, guys. That was a nice fish, and it broke my dang rig right at the forward jig.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That was a palomar knot on that forward jig there. Son of a monkey. All right, well, the only thing we could do is bait up another one. In the interest of time, I'm only going to rig up one jig. You know, I was thinking it could also be that catching all these bluegill, their little teeth probably wore out that knot, or at least part of that line, and that's what caused it to snap. Very possible, which I don't really know my philosophy on this unless I notice that the line is clearly damaged. But I know some guys, even after one catch, they'll retie their lures and jigs and stuff. Anyway, we're back in business. Let's go back out there and catch some fish. We were blown off target a little bit, so where are we at here exactly? Yep, got one. First cast on the new rig. We got ourselves a fish. Got ourselves a nice fish. Okay. All right, yeah, heck yeah. Another gill, let's get him in the bucket. Man, it is just absolutely gorgeous out here right now. The weather's beautiful, nice and cool. It's been mostly cloudy all day. It's been pretty much cloudy all day. The sun only came out right at the end, and now the clouds are starting to roll back in again. We've had some storms the last couple of nights, like some really rough storms where it was like, holy crap, the thunder is shaking the house. But today, I mean, it's been nice and cool. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking amazing. That is a nice bluegill right there. It's actually not as big as some of the other ones that are in that bucket, but still a nice bluegill, and it's gonna go in the bucket. This is probably gonna end up in the bait category. Right now, I'm working with just a little nub of that worm. Like, I'm probably working with about 25% of that worm. Although going down to one jig, I got used to casting 2 jigs, and now the one jig is quite a bit different. much lighter. Really, I'd actually be throwing this on a fly rod. And if I was going to be doing this size jig on a little spinning rod, a little spinning ultralight, I'd much rather use 2-pound test, because the jig will go farther. It's a little bit easier to cast. But right now I've only got 4 pounds on this thing, which it's working fine. There's a fish. Yep, here's Mr. Bait is what he is. Hey, nice to meet you, Mr. Gill. Join us on our adventures to go catch some catfish, would you?
I'd rather not.
All right, there he is. Now he's going in the bucket. Yeah, putting the whole worm on there, I think is a little bit much, at least for the bluegill. This little, you know, I don't even think it's a 1/4 inch of this worm is working wonders. Bluegill are absolutely tearing it up. You know what? Let's get back up into this mess here. I got a feeling if I paddle back up into this mess, try to cast toward the back of this vegetation, good things are going to happen. Yep, there's a fish. Okay. Yes, sir. Ooh, he is putting the bend in the rod. Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. Cool. I mean, all of these guys are quality fish. Man, I just love this so much. You know, if you guys have any suggestions at all, locations, baits, tactics, whatever, just freaking let me know. I love basically serving you guys. I mean, that's why I do this whole thing. That's the reason why I started this channel in the first place, was to show people how to fish and to really learn about fishing. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about fishing, because I don't. In fact, the more I learn about fishing, the more I realize, wow, I don't know as much as I thought I did. So if you guys have suggestions, things I could do better, the things I could try, baits, rigs, whatever, just let me know and I will put it on the list, because I got things that I want to do. Like Vlasis Park, someone asked me recently if I could go try out Vlasis Park, which I have never done before, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. There's one. Oh no, don't. Oh, he's gonna get wrapped up in them pads. Oh, I got him over it. Oh, all right. Man, this is just going crazy tonight. Love it. I just needed to get dialed in, and these guys are absolutely going crazy over this. Man. There's one. Oh man. Oh my gosh. That is nice. Oh, stay out of that. Yeah, that's another gill. Oh man. Man, he's working me around. This guy is mad. But look at that. Look at that fish. That is a gorgeous fish. My goodness. Guys, this is a nice bluegill. All right, there's a fish under my boat. I've had a hit right under my boat the last 2 casts. I'm sending this down there, and I'm going to catch that dang gum fish. Yo, he's on it. He's on it. Oh, nope, missed him. He's down there, guys. He's down there, and I'm going to catch him. I'm not going home empty-handed. Got him. I told you he was down there, guys. I told you he was down there, and I bet some of y'all didn't believe me. They're like, this guy is full of crap. And look at that. That is a really nice bluegill.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Right there, guys. My goodness. Beautiful fish. And he's going in the bucket. All right, I think it's time for a head count. Upon further review, I have 17 fish in the bucket, which means I could have 20 fish in the bucket had I not been a total butterfingers. But you know what? All you can do is just live and learn, accept your mistakes, and just move on with your life. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. I think I'm probably worked this spot as well as I could. I'm gonna move over to the left here a little bit and see if I can do some business over hell. But we are running out of daylight, and daylight's pretty important, especially for this camera. It's really nice to see what, you know, my favorite YouTubers, they use daylight. That, or if they're using, if they're fishing at night, they have some big floodlights or whatever to light the scene. And guess what I don't have to light the scene? Or some lights. So we got to use what God gave us, and that's the sun. There's a fish. Oh man, oh, he's wrapped up in that. Oh. There we go. All right, we got him in. Oh my gosh. My throat's starting to get scratchy from all this talking. And you know what I didn't bring was water. Smart. It was really smart of me. All right, little gill right here, but he's definitely bait size. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, guys, I've eaten way too much food on vacation right now, and I'm like, I don't think there's been a time where I've been hungry. I've been working out a lot this year, and man, I feel, my stomach feels like, dude, you haven't eaten this much food in months. Oh, got him. Holy Moses, that was a take. Right on the drop. What have we got here? I think that's a big old bluegill. Yes, sirree. Oh, it feels pretty big because there's a whole plant that's coming with it, but it's still a really nice bluegill. All right, look at that right there. Gorgeous fish. All right, let's put you in the bucket now. I do believe that's number 20, which leaves me 5 fish to go. I've run out of room over here because there are some boys over here in their kayaks bass fishing, and really, I don't want to get in the middle of their business because, one, it's just free as a crowd, but also they kind of got some potty mouths on them, and I don't want that in my video. I don't want to have to go in and bleep out a bunch of stuff because some hooligans are over there cursing up a storm like some drunken sailors.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Yeah, but you know what? There's some people over there fishing on the bank in the spot that I was gonna head towards, so let's not go over there. I don't want to be a jerk. So we'll come back over here to the spot where I started and see if maybe the environment has reset itself and maybe there's some bluegill over here to catch. I only need 5 to get to the limit, guys, so we are right there. I mean, we have plenty of time on the clock and not that many yards to go. Drop it right down in the middle of this right here. Something tells me there's something in there. Just waiting for a little worm. And I'm gonna see if that is the case here. Come on, fishy fishy. You're down in there, I know it. It's just like the perfect spot for a fish. Got him. I told y'all there is a fish down in there. However, ladies and gents, I am not gonna be able to keep this guy because it is a crappie. And I don't know what the state law is with crappie and bait. In Missouri, you're not allowed to use these guys because they are a game fish. But this right here is a white crappie, and I am not going to keep him because I don't want to violate Michigan law. So, see you later, dude. And then bluegill are like, what? That's some bull crap right there. That guy gets to go. Why doesn't he get to go in the frying pan? And I'm like, well, that's because he's not a slab. He's got to go so he could put on some weight, hit the gym, get some meat on them bones so that he can be a slab. Oh my goodness. So I just hooked something really big, guys. And then now it's wrapped up in these daggum pads. Question is, can I get him out? Is he still on there? Let's see if, I don't know if he's on there anymore. I didn't put my freaking rod holders in the kayak. They're down in the storage compartment. I didn't think I was going to need it, but I certainly would need it now. I don't know if I got a mess of a problem now. See, this is the kind of thing where I know I said I got plenty of time, but I don't know if I have enough time for this kind of nonsense. Goodness. All right, we got a mess here, but I am nearly certain that fish is gone, so I'm just going to reel down and pop it loose. Yep. You gone. Dang, that was awesome.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, if those guys are motoring on over to the other side of the lake, I am going to see if I can catch some fish in the spot that they were at. Because they were just bass fishing. They weren't bluegill fishing like I'm doing, so something tells me I might be able to have a chance over there. There's a fish. Ooh, yes sir. We got ourselves another fighter here. And he's down in the muck, of course, because what else is new? Dadgummit. No, he's just wrapped up in that mess. Don't break, please. Oh, okay, I got him. Mr. Fish, look what you have done. Ooh, he popped off the hook. This time he's in the boat. I don't know if I want to press my luck by showing him to y'all, but he's a good gill. All right, look at him. All right, he's going in the bucket. Oh my gosh.
Can't believe he did it again. Right
there. If I had put every fish that I've caught in the bucket, I would be one away from my limit. Now here we are. I did everything right that time, but as soon as I was getting ready to turn around to put him in the bucket, he freaking jumped out of the boat. Unbelievable. All right, guys, as much as I don't want to do this, I'm gonna have to cut and retie. There is a nasty little knot that's keeping me from casting any distance whatsoever. So I'm just gonna have to cut and retie. This super sucks, but you know what? I'm gonna regret it later if I don't. All right, guys, we are back in business. I got a new rig. Cut that knot out of my line. I also changed out my battery because it died at probably the good time. Don't want to have to change out my battery in the middle of fighting a fish because you know what that means. That means you guys ain't gonna see it. So here we go. Got one. There we go. All right, let's get back in the groove, shall we? It's another really good gill right here. And let's see. There we go. Beautiful. Let's get him in the bucket. Oh man, I'm gonna stand up, guys. Oh, my back and my hips and my legs are like, bruh, you cannot sit for that long in a kayak without standing up. Doing some stretches. My goodness. Woo! I'm starting to feel old. 40 is fast approaching for me.
You're not old.
There's a fish. All right, I figured there had to be one back here. Sure enough, that's exactly what we got. Oh man, he's trying to dive down into them pads, but we're not gonna let him. We're gonna bring him up here in this boat and put him in the bucket. All right, I believe this is number 22, so we got 3 left. You know what, I should hold my peace until I actually get this guy in the bucket. But I do want to show him to you guys because he's a pretty one. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Well, it was too risky to try to turn around on foot and put him in the bucket, so I had to sit down. Now that I'm down, I don't really feel like standing back up, so let's make a few more casts back here. Hopefully we can hit our limit. There's one. Yeah, these grassy little beds right here seem like a perfect spot for some decent bluegill. And that's what we got. I think that's got, thinking math hard. Got 2 left. We can do that. We can do that with the daylight we got left. Ow, Mr. Fish. That hurt. And you just about jumped out of the boat and into the water. You know, I really should just be recording these guys in my boat with my phone. That'd be a lot safer as far as keeping them. Here's this one. So now you guys have seen them. Put them in the bucket. All right, 2 left. Can we do it? I think we can. I think we can. Oh, there's a fish. Hit it on the drop. Love it. Now we got ourselves another problem because this fish is also hung up in that. And then pads. Oh man. I'm angled in the wrong direction. Can we get him out is the question. Is he still on there is another question. I don't know. Oh man, where is he? I don't know where he is. He's still on there, I think. He's way down in there. Let's see if I give him some slack, what he'll do with it. Oh yeah, he's still on there.
Get your net out.
Let's see if I can go down there. Scoop it all out. Did I get him? Is he gone? He's still on there. Heck yeah. Buddy, you made that way too difficult for me, man. Don't you know we're on a time crunch and I do not have all night. I am running out of daylight. But you know what? That right there is a really nice bluegill. All right, let's get him in the bucket. One more, gents. One more for the count. Can we get the last one? All right, boys, this is it. Not much daylight left. This is the spot. This is where we're gonna make it happen. Got one. Yes. All right, is this the one? Yes, sir, it is. Well, there we go, guys. Fish number 25.
Well, that was fun.
So do floating trout worms work for bluegill? Absolutely they do. I've been having a blast out here, and I did all of this in 2 hours of fishing. Amazing. If you guys want to check out other videos on the channel, if you like this one, I got a couple options you can pick from right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.